Bonjour, decor lovers, and welcome back to Classy Deco. As the leaves turn golden and there's a crisp whisper in the air, our homes call for a special kind of warmth. Today, we're stepping into a world of timeless elegance and cozy nostalgia as we transform your space with French Grandmacore living room decor for autumn. Get ready to embrace those beautiful, cherished pieces that tell a story, blending the rustic charm of the French countryside with the comforting embrace of your grandma's beloved home. If you're ready to make your living room an autumnal sanctuary, make sure you hit that like button, leave us a comment sharing your favorite Grandmacore element, and, of course, subscribe to Classy Deco so you don't miss out on more charming inspiration. Let's get decorating. Today, we're diving into the enchanting world of French Grandmacore, specifically for your living room this autumn. The essence of Grandmacore begins with warmth and nostalgia. Imagine stepping into a cozy sitting room where delicate floral wallpaper hugs every wall, and lace curtains gently filter the golden autumn sunlight. A hand-crocheted doily rests atop a dark, polished wooden side table, supporting a vintage brass lamp with a faded rose-patterned shade. Antique frames hold precious black and white family photos, and a faint, comforting scent of lavender and old books floats through the air. This space isn't just decorated, it's lived in, breathing stories of generations past, where every item holds memory and meaning. Let this be your invitation into the comforting world of Grandmacore. If you love nostalgic decor, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Classy Deco for more charming home inspiration. For our French Grandmacore autumn living room, the color palette is crucial. Think soft, muted tones inspired by a classic French countryside autumn, faded sage greens, dusty roses, creamy whites, warm beiges, and hints of deep burgundy or ochre. These colors create a serene and inviting atmosphere, reflecting the natural beauty of the season without being overtly bold. They work in harmony with the vintage elements, making the space feel timeless and inherited rather than strictly decorated. Imagine walls painted in a soft, sun-kissed cream accented by textiles in subtle patterns. This gentle palette provides the perfect backdrop for your treasured Grandmacore pieces, allowing their stories to shine through. The seating in a French Grandmacore living room should be both comfortable and charmingly aged. Picture a small, overstuffed sofa or a pair of mismatched armchairs upholstered in delicate floral patterns or faded damask. These pieces often show signs of their past life, perhaps a slight fray on the piping or a gentle fade in the fabric, adding to their character. Arranged around a small, ornate coffee table, they invite intimate conversation and quiet contemplation. Add a few throw pillows and complementary vintage fabrics, perhaps with lace trim or embroidered details. The goal is to create an inviting nook where one can truly unwind, enveloped in softness and history. Textiles are the heart and soul of French Grandmacore. Think beyond just upholstery. Introduce delicate floral patterns on throw pillows, drapes, and even a cozy blanket draped over an armchair. Consider subtle stripes, tiny polka dots, or classic toile de Jouy patterns that evoke a sense of pastoral French charm. These patterns should be soft and understated, never overwhelming the space. Mix and match different patterns and textures for a layered, lived-in look. A knitted afghan, a lace-trimmed throw, or a velvet cushion can add depth and tactile richness, making the living room feel incredibly inviting and utterly Grandmacore. No French Grandmacore living room is complete without beautiful, aged wooden furniture. Look for pieces with a history: a small, intricately carved side table, a graceful display cabinet, or a sturdy chest of drawers. These pieces often have a warm, rich patina that only time can create. They don't need to be perfect; slight imperfections or gentle wear marks only add to their charm and authenticity. Arrange them thoughtfully to provide both functionality and visual interest, allowing each piece to tell its own story. The dark wood offers a beautiful contrast to the lighter, softer textiles, grounding the space with a sense of enduring elegance. The true personality of a French Grandmacore living room comes alive through its display of cherished curios and collectibles. These aren't just decorative items, they are treasures with sentimental value. Think delicate porcelain figurines, stacks of worn, leather-bound books, antique silver picture frames, or perhaps a collection of vintage thimbles in a glass display case. Each item should spark a memory or a story. Arrange them artfully on mantelpieces, bookshelves, or within display cabinets. This curation of beloved objects creates a sense of history and personal narrative, making the space uniquely yours and wonderfully Grandmacore. Flowers are a cornerstone of French Grandmacore. For autumn, transition from fresh blooms to more seasonal and dried botanicals. Think delicate arrangements of dried lavender, eucalyptus, or hydrangeas in vintage ceramic vases. Pressed flowers in ornate frames or botanical prints can also add to the theme. The idea is to bring the subtle beauty of nature indoors in a way that feels timeless and understated. These floral touches add a gentle vibrancy and a touch of the countryside, enhancing the overall feeling of warmth and natural elegance in your Grandmacore living room. Lighting in a French Grandmacore living room should be soft, warm, and inviting. Ditch harsh overhead lights in favor of multiple sources of ambient light. Think vintage brass lamps with fabric shades that diffuse the light beautifully, or perhaps a charming table lamp with a hand-painted ceramic base. Small, strategically placed lamps create cozy pools of light, perfect for reading or quiet conversation. Consider adding string lights with a warm glow around a bookshelf or mantelpiece for an extra touch of enchantment in the evening. The aim is to create an atmosphere that feels truly comforting and gently illuminates the room's charming details. If your living room has a fireplace, it becomes the ultimate focal point for a French Grandmacore autumn. Adorn the mantelpiece with autumn-inspired decor, a collection of vintage brass candlesticks, a small display of dried autumn leaves, or an antique mirror with a subtly distressed frame. A cozy armchair positioned nearby, perhaps with a soft, knitted throw draped over it, invites you to settle in with a good book and a warm drink. The flickering glow of a fire, real or electric, enhances the warmth and nostalgic charm, making this nook the epitome of autumnal Grandmacore comfort. The true magic of French Grandmacore lies in its deeply personal nature. This isn't about perfectly curated displays, but about showcasing a life well lived. Frame old family photographs in varied antique frames and arrange them on a side table or a small gallery wall. Display cherished heirlooms, postcards from past travels, or handmade items that tell a story. A worn embroidery hoop, a collection of vintage buttons in a glass jar, or even a child's drawing from years past can add to the lived-in, loved feeling. These personal touches are what make your Grandmacore living room a true reflection of you and your family's history. A quintessential element of French Grandmacore is the celebration of simple pleasures, and what's more delightful than a cozy tea nook? Set up a small, round table with a lace tablecloth, complete with a vintage teacup and saucer, a delicate teapot, and perhaps a small plate of homemade biscuits. A comfortable armchair nearby invites you to sit and savor the moment. This little corner is not just decorative, it's an invitation to pause, relax, and enjoy the quiet moments of autumn. It embodies the essence of gentle living and thoughtful indulgence that is central to the Grandmacore aesthetic. Beyond the visual, a truly immersive French Grandmacore living room for autumn appeals to all senses. Introduce subtle scents of the season, perhaps a gentle cinnamon or apple candle, or a potpourri of dried oranges, cloves, and cinnamon sticks. Play soft, calming music, or simply enjoy the quiet rustle of leaves outside your window. The sound of a simmering kettle or the soft crackle of a fireplace adds to the ambience. These sensory details elevate the Grandmacore experience, creating a holistic feeling of warmth, comfort, and nostalgic peace, making your living room a true autumnal sanctuary. Books are an integral part of the French Grandmacore aesthetic, adding intellectual charm and a sense of timelessness. Curate a collection of worn, leather-bound books, classic novels, or even old cookbooks, displaying them on small, open shelves or stacked artfully on a coffee table. Create a dedicated reading nook with a comfortable armchair, a soft blanket, and a good reading lamp. This space isn't just about decoration, it's about inviting quiet moments of reflection and escape. The aged pages and comforting weight of old books perfectly complement the nostalgic, lived-in feel of a Grandmacore living room. A charming way to infuse personality into your French Grandmacore living room is through a curated gallery wall. Mix and match antique oil paintings with soft, pastoral scenes, botanical prints, pressed flowers and vintage frames, and even a few framed family photos. The frames themselves should be varied, ornate gold, simple wood, or distressed white, adding to the eclectic, collected feel. Arrange them thoughtfully, allowing each piece to breathe while contributing to a cohesive story. This display of art and memories transforms a blank wall into a focal point of sentimental beauty, truly embodying the Grandmacore spirit. And there you have it, the complete guide to creating your enchanting French Grandmacore living room for autumn. From the soft, muted color palette to the cherished vintage pieces, every element works in harmony to create a space that feels both elegant and deeply comforting. It's a room where every item has a story, where nostalgia is embraced, and where the simple pleasures of life are celebrated. We hope this video has inspired you to infuse your living room with the warmth and charm of Grandmacore this autumn. What's your favorite Grandmacore element? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow decor enthusiasts, and subscribe to Classy Deco for more timeless home inspiration. See you next time for more charming decor ideas. And there you have it, your very own slice of autumnal bliss, steeped in the charm of French Grandmacore. We've journeyed through soft palettes, cherished antiques, and personal touches that make a house truly feel like a home. This isn't just about decorating, it's about creating a living story, a cozy haven where memories are made and treasured. We hope you're feeling inspired to bring these timeless elements into your own space this season. What was your favorite tip for our French Grandmacore living room? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed our decor journey, and share it with anyone who loves cozy, vintage style. And, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to Classy Deco for endless inspiration on creating beautiful, meaningful homes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.